the other thing I wrote is the waterfall keeps flowing whether we show up prepared or not.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite quotes, I have many favorite quotes, so I probably should stop saying that. But one of my favorite quotes is, when opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare.
Yeah.
And so
that is true.
If you think about this, if you're hiking along in the wilderness and all you have is that teacup and, I don't know, this is a bad analogy. I could realize as soon as I started it. But if you don't have a big enough container, then when you come to the waterfall, it's not going to help you.
It's not going to help.
If you don't have something to capture the water, it's not going to help. All you're going to be able to do is get like tiny little sips by almost drowning yourself in the waterfall.
Yeah. Well, I've always, been not scared, but I've always thought about, the older I've gotten, it's like, God's timing can change and God's timing is perfect and it's fluid, I think, at times. And God's timing is God's timing.
Yeah.
But I've often thought of how terrible it would be in my life is to like have these dreams and goals and just never did the daily, never did the work. And God's like, all right, it's time to do X.
Yes.
Like, God, I'm not ready. And then that opportunity, I'm not saying the call is without repentance, and I'm not saying that you'll miss it, but to be unprepared when you had the time to be
prepared.
And what a disaster that would be.
Yes. Well, you know what you said earlier, about the daily grind. We did a podcast a long time ago. I think it's just audio only. Glory in the Grind. I think I did it with Matthew. And I think that's something I still, I don't have this mastered by any means. I still struggle with this, but I try to think of it this way, is the glory is not being on stage. You and I both are on stage, altar, however you want to say it, platform, a lot. It's the glory is not there. That's just when everybody else sees it.
Yeah.
But what can happen is we can be blinded and we see it when everybody else sees it. And that's all we see.
That's all we see.
And we see it like, okay, yeah, here I am. I'm on the platform and this is what everybody else sees and this is what I see.
Yeah.
The glory is in the daily grind. That's where, and again, I don't have this mastered, but I try to look at it when I am, the classic example, when I am cleaning this toilet, that's the glory.
Yes.
I'll use this. I hate using this example too much, especially if we fail on this somehow, but we started this podcast. I don't know. I can't remember. I always forget what year. It's September 27th. I know that. I think it was in 2024. So
wow.
So almost 2 years ago.
This is 300.
Yeah, but that counts the bonus episodes. So
we can count those. 300 is a good number.
Yeah. But anyway, so we haven't missed a Friday.
Yeah.
Since we started, we have not missed a single Friday. And so, I hate to use this example too much because, one, I don't want to be bragging about it, and two, I hope I don't fail.
Now you're going to be held accountable to everybody.
Yeah. But one of the coolest things, I would put this in the top, 5, maybe even 3 things about this podcast, is that right there.
Yeah.
Is the fact of being consistent in that daily grind.
There's so many podcasts, and I don't know if anybody else on here has this problem. I don't know. I don't look. But there are podcasts I've been not part of, but followed and listened to, and it's like they just fall off for 2 months with no explanation and nothing.
Yeah.
You're like, where are they at? I mean, they're busy. They're doing God's work. It happens.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we don't have the problem with this. It's wild.
Yeah, and it's difficult.
Oh yeah.
But to me, that's one of, and again, I'm not throwing that in anybody's face and not just trying to brag. I'm just using this as a point, is that for me is the reward.
Yeah.
Even more than just the fact that I got, a cool podcast and got videos and so many listeners and viewers or whatever.
Sure.
It's just the fact that I have consistently done this.
It's huge.
It happens to have somewhat of a public platform. But how many things could we do, like cleaning toilets, consistently that nobody sees except for God, and just, we're just doing it over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then I think that is what leads to what you said a few moments ago about when God says, now is your time.
Yeah.
To step onto the platform, step into the spotlight.
Yes.
And that's not why, but
but
now is your time to be, blessed or whatever, because you did all of those
all the
things,
consistency.
Yep. And I guess on we're getting really focusing in on this one part, but I think it's good. But the other thing is it's not also it's also not about doing this thing consistently cleaning the toilet every week, so that eventually you won't have to, or so that eventually you can step into some other role, or
show someone how to do it. You step up, they continue doing that.
Yeah.
It's that growth.
And so it's not just about like, I'm going to do this